afternoon and a very good evening. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us this Good Friday. We're calling it Great Friday because there are so many great deals to be had with us here at Crafters TV. And it is, of course, time for Colour Me Happy, 2 hours where you can sit back and relax and have a look at some of the amazing products we've got when it comes to our colouring range here at Crafters Companion. The great news about this show is we have something back in stock that we've not had since the end of last year. December last year was the last time you were able to get your hands on the glitter markers. They are back. If you watch Wake Up Call this morning, you will have seen a little snippet of those, a little bit of a sneaky peek, but we got them back in stock. But I know already loads of you have got your hands on them. Over the course of the next couple of hours, lots of demos and lots of inspiration coming up from, me main man, me partner in crime. It is the lovely Craig. Good afternoon, sir, and how exciting is this?
Really exciting. Not only as you say they are back in stock, but it's not often that I get to do a Colour Me Happy on a Friday. So yeah, extra buzzing. The caffeine kind of helps that, but you know, we are buzzing all the same with excitement. Look at the sort of things that you can be doing when it comes to the colouring with the glitter markers. Now, you don't just have to do colouring, Ben. These are water-based. So if you want to then start to incorporate your water brush or paintbrush, maybe you want to go even more sparkly with your clear sparkle overlay, you absolutely can do. These have got a finer, harder bullet nib, so these are going to work great for maybe your finer stamp details that you want to start to really get into all the little bits. Nothing stopping you blending them out. Why not create your own backgrounds? We've got some great colours. We've got 3 options that we're ready to show you. Each of them, you've got 6 pens. One of them is called Neon, and let me tell you, you're wanting to think of all the discotheques back in the day. You want to think about the highlighters you get out there in the market. Now you get them in glitter form. Even when it comes to this little unicorn here. So I'm going to tilt it so we can start to get that. Look at that.
Oh, there we go.
That is it direct though. As I say, you absolutely can blend them together if you want. Do your water brushing because they are water based. There is so much that we're going to show you over the next 2 hours when it's all about these glitter markers.
These are a steal of a deal, right? I knew the price was going to be good, but £32 or $48 today for the collection. 18 markers in total, and there you go. You're going to get the neon lights, the vibrant florals, and the cool elements, making that saving today. Plus, of course, if you are a platinum member, you can take another 20% off that. That's $25.60 or $38.40. And here's the other brilliant thing: with it being our Easter weekend, we are giving you the opportunity to get triple points on everything, so you can take advantage of the deals and know that you're going to be getting triple points on everything that you see, not on just this show, but right across our website as well. We've got chances for you to win too, more about which I will tell you a little bit later on, but let's get cracking. As always, if you've got any questions for us, you can get in touch on Facebook and YouTube. Anything that you want to ask about the glitter markers that we've got on the show, or anything that you want to say about them. Maybe you've already got the glitter markers and you want to let everybody else know why you love them so much. Get in touch in the usual way on Facebook and YouTube, and we shall read out all of your comments. I would also say as well, just stay with us because we've got some brilliant selections as far as stamps are concerned on this show to kind of pop into your basket with your glitter markers as well. I'll give you more details about those in just a bit, but let's get right into the first demo and have a look at these beautiful markers with our Craig. Which set are you going to go for?
Right, so what we're going to do to start off is we're going to have a look at the neon. We're also going to have a look at the Lee Holland stamps and start to colour them in as well. But what we're going to do straight away is let's bring in our large stamping platform. Now, because they are water-based, if you are going to be doing your water techniques, what we're going to do is use our waterproof cardstock. And once again, because they're water-based, what we're going to do is we're going to use our waterproof ink pad. I'm going to go for the flagstone for this one. So what we can then do is we can stamp our image out. So this one I'm going for is the You Are My Sunshine. Now, what I do have one already stamped out, so throughout the show, I'm not going to stamp every impression I'm going to do, but because this is the start of the show and the first demo, I'm going to do the full lot step by step. So what we can do is we can coat our stamp with our chosen ink, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press so we can get a nice impression. And what we can do is we can then release that. Now the reason that I've used my stamping platform is so that, or my larger stamping platform, so that if I miss any bits like I've done here, we can go directly over the top, re-stamp, get it in the exact same place as it was before, and you're going to get a perfect impression that we can see here. And then even then, there's just a tiny bit there.
Doesn't want to play, does it?
Doesn't want to play. So what we're going to do is press there. There we go. Look at that.
There you go.
Look at that. So then what we can do is we can then go in. Now, first and foremost, we are then going to go in. Let's go for the one that I've already cut, because I'm going to do a background in colour. So what I've done is I've used my square stitched dies,
okay.
You can see here, and just die cut it all the way round. So let's set that one to the side. Now what we're going to do is let's bring in the neon set. So let's use the neon blue with the neon pink. So pink needs primed, both of them need prime, so that's a good start. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them a bit of a shake. You can hear the ball bearing inside. I'm going to go a bit closer. Going to do the ball bearing just so you can hear that. So we're just getting all that glitter just circulating all the way round. Then what we're going to do, I'm going to bring this bit of cardstock back in to show you. You need to give it a few pumps onto your cardstock. So we're going to go direct onto our card, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump it a few times, and then you'll start to see the ink starting to travel through. So if I turn it that way.
Is this just literally the first time you get them out of the packet?
Just the first time you get them out.
Yeah.
Give them a shake every time, but the first time they come out the packet, you'll need to prime each nib. And then there we go, that's that one good to go. So we're going to do the same again with this next one. And we are going to colour our image in, but we're also, even on this first demonstration pen, I'm going to show you how you can do a little bit of a backdrop with them. So give them a few pumps just to get that started to go. If you need to do a few more, then you can do. I would do maybe about 4 or 5, and then just the odd extra one every now and again if needed. But then there we go, it starts to flow all the way through, and that is you then good to go. So whether you are colouring with them or whether you are wanting to write with them, then you absolutely can do. So nice if you're doing birthday cards, Christmas cards, anything like that.
Is that your signature you've just done there?
Yeah, that one is there.
It's quite showbiz, isn't it? Really showbiz signature.
Is it?
I think compared to mine it is.
Yeah, that's my signature.
You obviously signed a few in your time.
Not many. Not as many as you. So what I'm going to do now is let's take both of these, and because it's watercolour card, let's do dot, dot, dot. Let's do 1, 1. Then let's do dot, 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 dot.
What are you doing?
A couple of dots.
Oh.
Is it not obvious?
Is it dot obvious,
dot,
did you say?
Dot, dot, dot.
I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing
And then I'm going to take in one of our spritzing tools. And then we're going to get that going.
Ooh. Oh, it's like a firework display.
Like a wee little firework display.
Isn't it?
Now, because I've only done little dots, it's not going to shoot out the colour intensely, but what it is doing is you're getting that surrounding colour all the way around. So let's bring in our heat tool. So we should be switched on. So we're going to come in, and then we're going to start to dry this off, because then what we're going to do is come in and colour the image. What I'm going to do first off is let's take some of that water off just the main image here, just so it's going to be easier to dry and colour in a minute. So I'm going to go straight over the top with my heat. We're going to get all of that ink just to dry. We're drying that water as well, so we can go all the way in. And then if you wanted to, you can still go back and add a little bit more. And then even then, you can then still go in and use your brush, start to pull bits out if you wanted to, just to really force them out. You've got that option. But let's go back. We're going to do lots of different backdrops and backgrounds and techniques as well as colouring. And what it also does, because we've spritzed the glitter marker colour, and it's pushed some of the colour out subtly, but what it's also done is it's spread out a lot of the glitter far and wide. So you can't see it up above, I can see it here, so we'll see if we can get a good look in a minute. So we can then take, now I've got a little pool of water here, so I'll tell you what we can do. The rest is dry, so let's take that excess off. So I want to make sure that my image is dry so I can colour it in a minute. So what we can do is if I start to tilt this back and forwards, so we'll see if maybe if I go forward, so if I go forward here,
yeah.
I'm hoping if I can start to bend it and tilt it, you're going to see some of that. So if we even look up into this area here, we've got, even although we've spritzed it with water, we're getting, can you see what I mean? Now it is more sparkly up close, that's camera versus camera, but you've got that sparkle that's just pushed it all the way out. And you're getting kind of like that silhouette of colour all the way around.
Yeah.
So what we can then do is bring it back in, and now I'm going to go for the, I think we'll stick with the neons at the moment. So we'll go for neon yellow. Let's see if we can get that one out. Neon yellow. Gosh, I can't even get that bit out. There we go. There we go. Neon yellow. Let's go for neon orange. We're going to go for some of the fiery red. So this is from the Vibrant Florals as well.
Sorry, just Johnny, producer Johnny was just saying that Craig looks a bit like a lumberjack this evening over there. I really like that shirt. I've got a shirt like that actually, which I've not yet worn. I'm glad I didn't wear it today. Can you imagine the embarrassment if we both turned up in the same?
Could you imagine?
In the same outfit.
Could you imagine?
But yeah, no, very nice. It's not. No, that's not really a lumberjack shirt you've got on, is it? It's more just like a tartan shirt, isn't it?
It's just more like a tartan shirt, yeah.
Yeah.
It is just like a tartan shirt.
Is that the Laird family tartan?
No, it's not the Laird tartan. It's purple and black.
It's what? Purple and black?
Purple and black.
Well, how weird is that?
I know. Very weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very weird.
Almost as if you planned it.
I know, as if. So here we go. So I've got fiery red, jade aqua, supernova. I've got neon yellow, and I had ultraviolet. So I've got a selection from all three, which is your vibrant florals, neon lights, and then also your cool elements. So then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, oh look at that, even this one needs primed.
They're all new.
There we go. All brand, well, they're not all brand new, but you know, at least some of them have not been used, so good time to show you.
It's good to reiterate what you need to do when you get
exactly.
mine, because some people might have thought, oh, mine's not working. Can't get it to work. We have to shake it to wake it and then give it a pump.
Shake it to wake it and then give it a pump.
Right.
So maybe about 4 or 5 times, you'll soon start to see the colour come through. If you need to do it another few times, then you can do.
Yeah.
But then I can see it from this angle here, where you can see it coming in now.
Yeah.
Starting to flow down. So maybe one extra pump, and then you start to colour in, and then you'll start to see it working its way through, which is here.
There we go.
So which is there. So what I'm then going to do is absolutely go direct straight onto your image.
Yep.
So I'm going to go in here with the neon yellow. So let's do a couple direct with the pure glitter colour. So we're going to go in.
Lots of love for Charlotte's camera work today. You got producer Johnny steering the good ship craft, and Charlotte's on the joystick and the buttons today, getting you close into the action. She's right in there today.
Right in there, isn't she?
On the old joystick there, zooming in. Brilliant. It's great that we can get in so close. It's almost like you're perched on Craig's shoulder there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking in there, looking right into the action.
Been practicing with the joystick.
Remember their joysticks back in the day?
Do you remember them? Yeah.
Used to play the computer games.
Amiga 64.
I used to have the Amstrad CPC 464, and there was one computer game. It was called Track and Field. Right? Track and Field, and basically to make your guy run or swim or whatever it was, you used to have to waggle the joystick like that. I used to go through joysticks like you wouldn't believe. Doing that day in, day out. I'd break one in about a week, and yeah, that was it. Track and Field joysticks. They were good, weren't they?
They were good. They were good.
When computer games used to take about 10 minutes to load.
Yeah.
We were chatting about that the other day. And you get to the end and there'd be an error and you have to rewind and start again.
Do you remember when you used to, before you had broadband and you had dial-up?
Oh yeah. And
the noise.
Yeah, you used to have to wait till everyone got off the phone and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you didn't know that someone was on the internet and you'd go on the phone and you just hear this big screeching in your ear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Remember that, eh?
Those are the days.
Oh, those were the days.
Back in the days of the discos where you'd have the neon lights. I saw you looking at me earlier on when you were talking about the neon lights. Back when they used to have the discotheques. Back all those years ago when Ben was probably there. Yeah, I know what you were going on about. I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. So that's
Awesome.
just straight on, kind of like neat, so to speak. Then what we can do is let's go into the ultraviolet. Oh gosh, look at that. Another one. Another one. Here we go. So let's give it a good bit of a shake. Shake it to wake it.
And pumpity pump.
Pumpity pump. And then what I've done on this one here a minute ago, you may have seen it started to kind of like dry out from the nib. And every now and again, once you get so far, what you might just need to do is give it another couple of pumps. And then that just gets the glitter going again. Okay, you didn't need to shake it that much, but... and then just...
Pumpity pump.
Pump a few times.
It just makes me laugh. Pumpity pump, pumpity pump, pumpity pump. Pumpity pump.
Oh, brilliant.
Dear. I'm sorry about that. It just
dear.
made me laugh. You know, you get something in your head. Pumpity pump.
But then what I'm going to do is onto my glass mat, or you can do it onto your craft mat if you want. We're going to give it another few pumpity pumps
Stop saying that, please.
onto our glass mat, and that's going to release some of your glitter. So what we can then do is, I was looking to see if I had a little bit of water, which I don't. So let's bring in my water brush instead. So what we can then start to do is, we can then start to watercolour with it. So we're going in with our water brush, or of course you can be going in with your paintbrush and water. And then we're starting to go in, we're starting to blend it out, pull the colour out, so we can start to get shading.
Yep.
So the more that you pull it out, the lighter it gets. And then what you can do is you can go back in. If you want to intensify it a little bit more, then you can. I would have waited until that initial first layer had dried that little bit. And then if you do that, if you let it dry slightly, then what happens is this is where you're able to get more of that full-on blending. Because all that's doing at the moment is if I go back in with more colour, because it's still wet, it's just kind of spreading out. But what we can then do, just to show you as well, so let's carry on for now and we can go along the bottom.
Just whilst you're doing that, you're kind of answering these questions as you go along here, because there's quite a few coming in. So Michelle says, can you blend with these glitter pens?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Sue says, do you have to use watercolour paper with the glitter markers or just stamp cardstock?
It's one of those, you know, for instance, your aqua pens, you would use your watercolour cardstock for them. But with glitter markers, if you're wanting to use them neat as they are, then you can use your smooth cardstock. You would need to use your watercolour cardstock if you're wanting to do any water-based techniques. But if you're not wanting to do that, if you're just wanting to colour in, then yeah, go for it. You can use your smooth cardstock if you want, or any other cardstock that you want to use.
And there's a few questions, and we were chatting about this before the show. So Denise was saying, what is the difference between the glitter markers and the pen? So the sparkle pen. So it's more to do with the fact that these have got that nib. They're more, it sounds silly, but they're more like pens, aren't they? More like markers as opposed to brushes.
Yeah. So if I let's turn this one round here, so you can see you've got that real fine bullet nib here, and it's not flexible. It is an absolute bullet nib. Now, I know so many of you will be familiar with our sparkle pens. Just in case you're not, let's bring one in. I'm going into my Tiffany tray of tricks at the back here. So let's go in here. So I'm going to bring whatever one I've already got open, which happens to be an orange. So we've got our sparkle pen. So you've got that real flexible brush that you can see here. And then with your glitter marker, you've got that real fine, really tough, sturdy. You know, don't go at home trying to bend it. I'm just doing that lightly just to show you it doesn't budge. This one, yes, you can still do all the different backgrounds and techniques like I'm away to show you. This one, it gives you a bigger scope to do them because you can really lay down that intensity of colour. You can get into much larger stamped areas a lot quicker, and just having that flexibility with the brush, it's more as if you're doing a watercolour effect compared to going into fine detail. So if you want to do big distress kind of full bleaching backgrounds, I would always go for the sparkle. But if you want to go into fine detail, just do little bits of backdrop like I done with this initial first one, then you can go with your glitter pens.
Brilliant. Thank you for clearing that up.
No problemo. So what we can do, now that I've explained that, it's given this bit a little bit of time to dry, so I can then go back in and add a little bit more darkness. So I'm then going to work my way along the bottom, and then we're just going to start to pull all of that darkness in. So if you are familiar and you love to do your shading and blending when it comes to alcohol pens or aqua pens or that, follow exactly like what you would do when it comes to following Leanne or Sarah or Jan's techniques of colouring and blending, and you're just going to carry that on with these glitter markers. But we can work our way around. We're pulling it in. If you want to go direct, like I've done with this yellow, and not add any shading, you don't have to. You can just go in direct, but at least you've got that option. You've got that flexibility within the glitter markers, unlike any other glitter markers on the market, whereas you lay the colour down and that's all that you can do.
Yeah.
At least with these ones, you've got more scope.
Well, and again, using them the way that you're using them allows them to last longer, I guess, as well, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. So long. Because all that we're doing is using very, very little, especially when it comes to doing our water techniques. So we're going to follow all the way around again. So you're building all the colour. You're starting light and then you're starting to build up all of the colour. And then what I can do is let's go in with the Supernova.
You're right.
Yeah, just it needs primed as well.
Oh, sorry, I wonder what you were giggling about then.
Yeah, we've got. Yeah,
they all have so far, haven't they?
So let's all sing that song. Come on and pump it up. Come on and pump it up. There we go. That's it. That's enough. That's all we're like to sing.
That wasn't the song. That wasn't the song.
Yes, it is.
No, it wasn't. The song was the pumpity pump, pumpity pump, pumpity pump. Thank you, Johnny. Pumpity pump.
Oh, we don't have any rules with that one, do we?
Hey, what?
We don't have any rules for that song, do we?
Ah.
TV show.
Ah. What was your one again?
Sorry?
What was your one again?
Come on and pump it up.
You gotta pump it up.
That's it. That's us.
What even was that song? Was that like a 90s song or something?
Was there not a recent
Oh, was it more
release?
recent, was it?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Sure it was. Probably on one of those TikTokers or something like that. Whatever these social media that kids are doing nowadays.
Tip-top?
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
TikTok.
I'm not on that. We were chatting about that earlier on. I just don't want to. I don't want to know.
TikTok to you is probably the little machine thing in Return to Oz.
How very dare you! I know all about TikTok. Yeah, but I did love that movie. That was a great movie.
It was all right, actually, wasn't it?
Return to Oz, yeah. That Pump It Up song, 2004, producer Johnny just told me. Who was it by? Danzel, apparently. Danzel. Pump It Up. What was I going to say to you? Oh, it made me laugh the other day chatting about social media. So we were chatting about this earlier on because Craig was having a look at TikTok. I'm not there. I don't think I'm cool enough yet. And my son turns 13 in a couple of weeks' time, so he's getting quite excited because he's obviously got kind of sign-ins on various things. Like he's got an email address, but then I sort of oversee it. You see, you know, being his dad and whatnot. But then when he turns 13, he gets the ability to sign in for himself. So I was just chatting about that. I said, oh, that's going to be great. I said, because obviously, you know, when you're 13, you can have your own Facebook page as well. He went, Facebook? That's for the over 40s. I was like, what? So yeah. So apparently he said, no, it's Instagram, Dad. Instagram. So apparently Facebook, not cool with the kids. If you're on Facebook like me, yeah, and it's not you're not down with the kids anymore. Nah, Instagram is the way to go apparently.
I do like Facebook. It. I do like Instagram.
Oh dear. He'll sign up to all of them eventually though, I bet, won't he, eh? And he'll be on that, what's it called? TikTok, he'll be on there, I guess. TikTok, what even is that? Is that watching people, is that videos? It's
videos, but you can do editing and that on it, so you can do all these fancy different videos and styles and yeah, loads of things that you can do with it.
Facebook's my one really. I don't really post a lot on Facebook. I'm just on it just to nose really, see what everyone else is up to. Nosy.
I do like Instagram.
Yeah, see that one again is I don't really get it. I mean I get it, but I don't really get it. Do you know what I mean? You stick up photos in there, really, don't you? And then the stories and stuff. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't really get it. You're younger than me, aren't you? So you know. And that's the other thing. Yeah, producer John's just going. My life's not that interesting. I'm with you on that one. I mean, not saying your life's not that interesting. My life, is not that. Yeah.
That's you being told. That's you being told.
Dear. There we go.
Here we go.
He's going, my life is school run, do the tea, fall asleep on the couch, go to bed. Put that on your Insta story. Wow, that's why you haven't got an account, Johnny, I tell you what. Anyway, look at this. This is why this man's got an Instagram account and a Facebook page, because he does stuff like this, you see.
Now, I'm going to show you in a minute, I would spend a lot more time. I would spend a little bit of time just to colour that one in. And then if you do proper blending and shading, if you do it like I've done it, but take that bit of time, you can see that this is the sort of look that you can go for. And then you don't need to do much at all to it to make a really nice card. So what I'm going to do, now this excess that you've got, you can do your backgrounds like you would do aqua or others, the sparkle brush where you spritz. We'll show you that later on in the show. Otherwise, usually I wouldn't waste it. But let's bring in our tape runner and we can pop it onto a piece of our textured cardstock. Still using my square nesting dies, and it adds a little bit extra focal point. Instead of just doing straight mats and layers with a guillotine, which I do like to do, every now and again it is nice just to use your nesting dies. I'm then going to pop that one into here, and layer wise, that's all that I'm doing, Ben. Layering that one onto a little card blank that we've got here. Then within these stamp sets, what you've also got is sentiments. So what we can then do is pop a couple of foam pads onto the back here, and then we can then pop this one on to our image. Now with the Lee Holland stamp, specifically this one I'm using, you do get sentiments on them, but let's just press that one in. And then there we go, coloured in with a glitter marker. So even from up above, you're getting that sparkle coming through. And it's smooth. It's not as if it's that intense, coarse glitter. And then bring it in that way. So I will hold still for a second. And then let's just see if we can tilt it around. Let's bend. Obviously, I wouldn't be bending your cards at home, but we do it just so that you can get, look at the sparkle coming through here.
Particularly on that
sparkle
flower,
coming through.
Brilliant.
So a little bit of colouring, blending, and a small bit of background detail on the back, but we'll show you more as the show goes on.
Adorable, says Karen on Facebook. Desert Dweller says, love my glitter markers, so multi-purpose. Use them the most out of all my Spectrum Noir products, and I have them all. Our Sarah Kay, who you will have met, I lose track of time now, was it a couple of weeks ago? She was with us on launch day, says, I love the glitter markers for lettering. Apparently she's answering a lot of your questions on Facebook as well, which is marvellous stuff. All working together as a team. Thank you, Sarah, for doing that. Cute card, Craig, says Teresa. Kathy C says, beautiful, love those colours, Craig. Yeah, lots of love coming in. We've got a couple more questions which we'll do in just a moment, but let's just have a look at these glitter markers. Wow, hold your horses just a second here. 20% of the stock has already gone. We've only just got these back in stock. They flew out. Last time they were here in December, and we've now got them back. So if you've been waiting, grab them. I think £32 or $48 is an amazing deal already. Made even better by the fact you got triple points, and made even better by the fact if you're a platinum member, it comes down by another 20%, $25.60 or $38.40. And don't forget, you're getting all 18 of these markers. Glorious colours. So you've got the neon lights there. So in the neon yellow, your violet, blue, pink, orange and green. I've got a lot of time for that set. It's glorious, isn't it? Then you've got your vibrant florals, your golden glow, your electric pink, ultraviolet, fiery red, your Supernova, and your Yellow Cosmos. And then you've got your cool elements as well. So you've got that Moonlit Silver, you've got Carbon, Jade Aqua, you've got your Cool Blue, Midnight Frost, and your Frozen Lake. So all of those are included. And again, you've already seen the versatility that you've got with these. So the fact that if you want to use them, as your sort of standard marker is great because you've got that bullet nib. So again, it's going to allow you to get into that detail and to be really precise. But then if you want to use them like Craig has been using, just dabbing them onto the mat there, using a water brush, doing the little dot technique and spritzing, you've got the ability to do that, making them go even further for you. Now, as we chatted about, if you are after some glorious and beautiful stamps to be colouring with the backing stock glitter markers, you might want the glitter marker stamp collection, because these have kind of been specifically put together, I suppose, to work the best with your markers. Because, when you think of glitter, you think of all things sort of fairy tale, all things sparkly like fairies and unicorns and all those kind of things. And that is exactly what you have got within this collection. 23 elements in total, and with each of these, you've got a really nice size stamp to get colouring with. Of course, if you've got all of your other Spectrum Noir products, you're going to be using those too, but particularly for your glitter markers, these are fantastic. So this one is your Once Upon a Time, which has got some lovely sentiments in there. I Believe in Fairies and Once Upon a Time. Then on top of that, yes, Craig's favourite animal, the unicorn, Believe in Magic. That is an absolutely stunning stamp, isn't it? And you've got things like Believe in Magic, and you've also got, what's that one at the top say? Be a unicorn in a field full of horses. Next up is your Make-A-Wish. Again, some lovely sentiments to accompany that stamp, which I just think is absolutely beautiful. There's that little fairy dust. Again, gorgeous fairy. Imagine how great some of your neon colours are going to look getting into that with all of the sparkle that you could achieve with that too. That's included alongside this. Again, beautiful friend. How great are your glitter markers going to look on that mermaid's tail? Absolutely perfect. I mean, seriously, that will be amazing. You'll get that shimmering going on there, the mermaidial effects. That's not a word, I just made it up. But it will look absolutely beautiful. And I love, again, the stamps that you've got with that. The sentiments are stunning. And I think, yes, we've got one more here. You are amazing. You've got your little, what would you call him? A little pixie, I suppose, really. Little pixie. Thinking of you, you are amazing and more. But the great thing is, as I say, with all of these, the glitter markers are just going to work absolutely perfectly, and you've got big size stamps to get colouring with. $31.96 or $39.80 today, saving $15.98 or $19.90, and triple points right across the board as well. If you've seen these before, you will not have seen these with triple points. So again, it really does make it worthwhile. You're right over there, Craig. Chuck it away with that packaging over there.
Someone's obviously used this with glue or something. Look.
Well, actually, normally, look. Craig, you get the blame for this, but you're here, so I don't know who we can blame. What is going on over there?
Look at that, look.
Wow.
Someone's used glue with this. Anyway.
Whilst you're struggling away over there, let's have a look at some of the cardstock that we've got on the show. We've got your pastels and sunflower cardstock. 72 sheets in total here. Absolutely stunning is this. Your textured cardstock. I love the colours that you've got in this, just for the fact that, you know what, we're going into the springtime, summer will soon be upon us. You've got some colours to really beautifully reflect that as well. So this is your pastel collection, 36 double-sided sheets. It's got that sort of textured finish to it, which is probably quite hard to pick up on camera, but you'll notice it when you get it back home. All of these gorgeous colours, as I say, double-sided, 230 GSM, just to mention. That's included within this bundle. And then you've got your sunflower tones. So again, slightly sort of warmer tones in your gorgeous oranges and yellows, and your sort of lemons and greens in there as well. Really gorgeous. And once again, running through that, you've got that sort of textured effect, which I think you can probably see a little bit better on the green there. But once again, 72 sheets in total, 36 here, 36 with your pastels. And that is a really super deal today, $29.98 or $37.42. too. Worth popping into your basket. And I know that collection has already been pretty busy, and triple points right across the board. 50% of the stock has gone on that, by the way. We're super busy. Half the stock. Get it whilst you can. That is going to fly out the door. Now, if you want to be able to recreate the little demo that Craig did earlier on, you'll need to go for this collection. Always super popular. And again, this is a great day to be able to get the Lee Holland stamp collection because you won't have seen this before with triple points. So $35.95 or $44.77. 15% off, but you're getting triple the amount of points that you would normally get on any other day. And these are absolutely beautiful. And as you've seen with the stamp that Craig was just colouring in there, some really gorgeous artwork. These beautiful little dragons in all sorts of different poses. And they're great, again, for all sorts of different occasions. You've got You Are My Sunshine there, the one that we saw just a few moments ago. Just a note, be happy, especially for you. There's some really nice sentiments with this one too. With love is always very popular. You make my heart happy. Aww. And with love. Then on top of that, you've got this cute one here. Hello, you. Best wishes. Hello, you. Bon voyage. And have a wonderful day. I love that balloon. And then you've got this one here, which is from me to you. Look at the little dragon there carrying all of the cake, sending huge hugs. So many candles. That'll be me this year. And more included in there as well. And then you've got thank you. Again, that little dragon carrying all those presents, sending hugs, hello, and thank you so much. Wow, stunning collection, all 28 stamps included for $35.95 or $44.77. Triple points on that, as I say, for you today as well. Lots of lovely comments still coming in. Christine just saying, I love my glitter markers, use them all the time to give me pictures. That extra special detail, to give my pictures that extra special detail. Karen on Facebook, those stamps are so nice. Yeah, absolutely, you need to jump in and grab them. And Anita saying, oh, pretty colours for spring and summer, referring to the paper that you saw just then. Get the deals whilst they're here, get them whilst we've got triple points, and do not miss out. Right, couple of quick questions before we go on to the next demo. So the glitter markers, Aisha wants to know, Craig, do you store those markers upright or flat?
All markers, all pens, you store flat. All of them. If you store them that way, then what happens is then all the colour just sinks to the bottom. If you store them upright, or the wrong way around, what will happen is the ink, the colour will just drain from the bottom. Potentially it'll fall out or roll out the nib. So always, doesn't matter what you're using, glitter markers, sparkle pens, aqua pens, classics, tri-blends, any pens, store them lengthways. That's why our storage trays, that's why they are all lengthways. So they sit like that.
Super dupes. And Hadassah says, would these glitter markers be good to use on Yupo paper? Just asking, as I'm not familiar with Yupo paper at all, but I have some.
Right, I wouldn't have thought so because these are water-based. Yupo paper, what you're wanting is something like it's a permanent ink. For instance, your refills for your aqua pens, your classic pens. So that's where your Yupo paper is going to be good for because these are water-based. Yupo's got kind of like, in a way, it's like glossy photo paper.
Oh, okay.
So it's got that real shiny surface, so therefore the glitter markers are just going to wipe off them. So, do you know what? If you've got a little bit of scrap, do a little bit of playing about and see how it is, but I would say no, just thinking logically with the way that it's water-based versus the Yupo paper, I wouldn't have thought so.
All right, any more questions, you can get those into us, of course, on Facebook and on YouTube as well. And worth mentioning also, oh, where's my egg? Oh, it's there. Now, who wants to get themselves in the egg? Yes, it is our egg of chance. But basically,
I wanted to think of that one.
What?
Egg of chance.
Just thought of it just then. That's just my shirt. Right, inside the egg, listen. 2 names already in there. How would you like to get your name into the egg of chance? All you got to do, I make myself laugh. All you got to do is, nobody else is laughing. All you got to do is send us a picture. It must be Easter related. So it could be an Easter card. It could be you dressed up for Easter. It could be you on an Easter egg hunt with the kids or the grandkids. Whatever it is, Easter related, send your pictures in to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and producer Johnny, can you believe they've given him the big job of choosing it? He's like, that way! Finally, some responsibility. He's going to be picking the winner out, and then one of you will go into the egg and stand the chance of winning £50 or $50 when we do the draw on Monday Makers. So by that point, there'll be lots of names inside the egg. One will be drawn out and somebody will win £50 or $50 to spend with us. So send in those pictures, and producer Johnny will pick one to go into the egg at the end of the show. Right, let us get back to Craig for the next demo. What we're looking at next?
Right, so sticking with the glitter markers like we're going to do it all throughout the show, but what we're going to do is we're going to use that Hello Floral sentiment stamp. Now what I've done with this one, you've seen it briefly, it's been stuck to the packaging. So I've used some repositionable spray to hold it in, and then we'll make sure it gets a good clean afterwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my waterproof ink pad again. So let's use our flagstone for this one. So I'm going to give it a good coverage. Watercolour card once again. So let's press all of that one in. I'm going to go back again and give it another coverage. So we're just wanting to get that colour down. I love how many different things that you can do with these glitter markers, Ben. So much. So many different forms of like distress looks that you can do, backgrounds that you can do. But let's not forget, you know, just rein it right back in and just do simple colour to card ink and keep it very, very simple.
I'm sure Fiona was saying, when we had these back over Christmas time, she was saying even if you just bought these initially just to kind of like, you know, sign your cards with and sign little tags with as well, if that's all you use them for initially, it is a great buy for that. But as you've seen, you can do so much more with them.
It is. You can do so much. So I've stamped that sentiment out so you can see it there. So that's how it looks. What I've done is I've done another one, and I've used one of our nesting dies that we can see here. So we're going to do a tiny spot of colouring, but what we're also going to do, let's bring in our yellow cosmos, which is from the Vibrant Florals.
It is.
And we're bringing in the jade aqua, which is from the cool elements. So what I'm going to do now is let's do a little squiggle onto our glass mat, give it a couple of little presses as well. So let's do the same with the yellow. I'm going to do it a few times. So let's get another one here. Let's go with another jade, couple of little bits. Then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to bring in my spritz tool again.
Okay.
And then we're going to give that a good spritz. And then what we can do, let's even do a little bit more, press it out. Then what we can do is we can then go direct and then create.
Ooh, look at that.
More, look at that flush black background. Isn't that fascinating?
That's
just to
super cool,
see?
yeah.
Fascinating just to see. And then if you wanted to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry that bit of water. It's just water, it wasn't glitter. Not that matters, it's me that does my washing, but what I'm doing is want a little bit more yellow in parts.
Yeah.
So you can do that, and then that's all that I'm going to do. Because depending on the colours that you use, just be careful that some colours, if you mix them too much, they can go dark, they can go brown and muddy. So just watch when it comes to colours that you choose. What I'm going to do, I have had to got a spare one, so I don't want to waste too much. So let's take up that excess here. So we've got another one. It's not as powerful, but that's going to happen. The more that you use up the excess, the lighter it gets, but you're still going to get sparkle coming through once you have dried it. So let's take another bit of...
Would you let those dry naturally then, or would you take your heat tool to those?
You can do both. Personally, if I have the time, I'll always leave things to dry naturally. But as I say, you can do both. If you let them dry naturally, then what will happen is they will dry relatively flat. If you use a heat tool, it will start to curl up, which is not an issue. All you just need to do is flatten it, or maybe use like a red liner tape if you're starting to stick it down. But You know, it's 6.5 a dozen, it's whatever you prefer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it down just with my pokey tool so I don't burn my finger. And then we're going to dry this off. Now we're going to pick out little bits of colour. Now you could have, if you wanted to, do what I'm away to do later on, and that's use Pebeo masking gum. But because I'm only using a little bit and I'm away to go to the neon orange, I'm only going to colour in little bits of the sunflower. So it's actually going to cover the jade and the yellow that I've used. So let's do a little bit more. So I'm going to focus on these two sunflowers at the moment so I can make sure that they're fully dried so we can colour them bits in. So we can go in. And I know it's hard to see or explain on TV, but you know, I can see here how much. Do you know what I'm going to do? And I know this is something that you're going to have to take my word and Ben's word, but see the second generation one I've done, Ben?
Yeah.
If I set it to the side, if you can come along and get it, and then you can then have a look yourself and just see, even although it's been watered down slightly by that spritz, you still get that sparkle coming all the way through.
Oh, yeah. I love being the adjudicator of this, but no, absolutely. You can pick it up really well on the actual letters.
Yeah. I know, it's so hard,
it's so
isn't
hard
it?
to show you, but you know, you can particularly, pick it up. The sparkle is there, but it's so hard to see on our cameras. Which in a way is kind of a good thing, really, because if you can pick up... There you go!
There you go.
Oh,
look at that! Charlotte
smashed it. Shot of the day, Charlotte.
And that's second generation. That is then, you know, I've already stamped my one or inked my one, and then I've done a second one.
Yeah.
And that is second generation, that is with water, so it's lightened it down slightly, but you're still getting that incredible hit of sparkle. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go direct straight over. And this is what I mean by, I didn't mind getting all that colour on the back underneath here because I'm covering it with the orange. And then what I can even do is if I go back in with my water brush, I'm going to pull that little bit of orange in.
Don't you hello back?
You can keep a hold of it just now if you want.
Thanks.
And then I'm going to go in with this one here.
Tell you what, there's a lot of love in the comments for this technique that you've just shown us. Super simple to do, but it creates a unique effect every single time.
It does. It really, really does. And it's just a nice way to show, you know, Ben, we could come here easily, show you how well that these colour in. But, you know, as a crafter, you want to do other things with them. You don't just want to colour. If you do, you like to know you've got that option of being able to do additional things. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go round, I'm going to go just half just now. I'm only going to do half at a time because I don't want the colour to dry too much. And then I'm going to pull that colour out. And then we're going to work our way around the other half. And then let's pull that out. And actually let's even go back. I'm going to do a little dot in the middle. And I'm going to pull that one out. Let's do a little bit more on this side.
Lots of love for Charlotte's camera work again today, Charlotte.
Awesome, isn't it?
You've got a royal name now, Charlotte. Tammy's called you Queen Charlotte. That's nice, isn't it?
Wow.
Queen Charlotte does it again, it says here.
Queen Charlotte of the camera angles.
Teresa says, did you know that they call you the Queen? The Queen of Zooming does it again, says Teresa.
Yeah.
Queen Charlotte. Wow. So we've got Queen Charlotte, Lord Adam, studio manager. Have you got a posh name, Johnny? No, he hasn't got one. No.
Major Johnny.
What?
Major Johnny.
Major Johnny?
Major Johnny. Now, we can't say that out live, Johnny. You're not a pain in the bum.
Major pain
Gemma might say you are, but we don't think you are.
Oh, dear.
And I could keep going and going and going. Colouring, not on about Johnny.
I can keep on and on about Johnny, seriously, for the rest of the show.
So if I bring this, now this one was also a second generation from last night. So you can go all intense, you can keep it subtle. So on this one, what we've done with the backdrop is I kept it a bit subtle being a second generation, and I really made this focal point of the sunflower stand out when it comes to the glitter markers.
Pamela just asked, because I mean, obviously you're talking about second generation when it comes to that technique, but Pamela's asking, can you dry and then add multiple layers of the glitter pens to deepen it, and I suppose add extra glitter?
Yeah, I would always recommend basically what I was doing with that first demo is lay your colour down, get that light down, and then if you want to start to build upon the shade, and so if I once again bring this one back in. So we've got the lightest tone down first. Let it dry for a little bit and then go back in with your heavier tones. If you go on light and while it's wet go back on, all that you're going to do is you're going to lay extra colour down and it's just going to wash out into that wet water. So just let it dry slightly, and then when you come in with the deeper tones, it's going to stay where you want it to, but then you can still brush it out if you want to.
Brilliant. Loads of great hints and tips on this show, I tell you what, and as always, if you've got any more questions, you can get those in. We're just going to finish seeing Craig sticking his cards here. Johnny's asked me to go to a video, but I'm going to wait until Craig's finished his card, because he's not finished it yet. Can you believe that?
I know.
God,
I know. Not got much to do, don't worry, Johnny. Let's just mat and layer these bits up so you can see how we can assemble it into a card. We're going to do this into an easel card. So let's line this up. Very springtime colours with these ones here.
Yes.
So if I bring this one in. So
aren't we glad the springtime's here and the clocks have gone forward?
Oh, I know.
Nice?
You know. What a difference already as well at night time.
Oh, yeah. It's light till about 8:30 now, isn't it?
I know.
Well, 8:15.
That is.
Makes such a difference.
Such a difference.
And we've had actually some warm weather here in the UK the last 2 days. Well, I don't know if it's been warm up here, up north. How warm did it get up here? About 3 or 4 degrees? How warm was it? 18 degrees up here. Wow. The hilarious thing that makes me laugh about the UK, we've had, like, where I'm from in Buckinghamshire, we had 22 degrees, I think it was, on Tuesday. Fast forward to next Tuesday, it's going to be like 4 degrees with a chance of snow. It's just ridiculous, this country, isn't it? Ridiculous.
I know. It's Easter weekend for you though, isn't it? Easter weekend.
Oh, that's why the weather's all changed.
That's why.
It? Yeah.
Always. Yes.
Guaranteed it will rain on Monday then.
Well, I'm used to. I know I joke about it, but I'm used to it with the Scottish weather. Yeah. Certainly Easter weekend.
Yeah. Well, most weekends in Scotland it rains, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. To be fair. Yep. But it's like when last summer when it was nice here.
Yeah.
But local here, many even working in here would think it was quite cold, and I'm still going about with a t-shirt and that, going, oh gosh, no, it's roasting for me.
Yeah.
You've not felt cold until you've been at Scotland.
Well, I'm a bit of a southern softie anyway, because I mean this is cold for me up here, and there's been times when I've been out, say running with Sarah, for example, and she's there with just like a running top and leggings on. I'm there with like hat, scarf, gloves, freezing cold. But yeah, that's the difference between north and south here in the UK. But look at this. This is fantastic. Could be the demo of the show. Who knows? Who knows?
But that's the one that we've done live. But then if you want to make it a bit more muted, then you can do. But that is still using the glitter marker. So whether it's pure on colour or whether we're doing backdrops, then you can still do that with your distressed look.
Gorgeous. We've got those stamps on the show as well, which we'll recap on in just a little while. But as always, let's give you a chance to make, I can't believe we're almost halfway through the show already. It's flown by. So let's give you a bit of a chance, because we want to make sure that you get everything that you want. So it's time to check out your baskets. This video is all about Club Inspire. So you've probably seen it before. So if you have and you know all about it, this is the time for you to check out your baskets, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. Become a member of our club today.
Do you know what makes my heart happy? Chocolate. But also, when I read comments like this from Monica, who said, I was so happy with just being able to use the markers just straight up for writing and colouring. Never even thought of using water to paint with. What's wrong with me? Monica, nothing wrong with you at all. I think it just sometimes takes someone like Craig to kind of like think out of the box just a little bit and show you all of these other things that you can do. And that is brilliant to know, Monica. So now, you know, at least you've got more ways that you can use these, which is brilliant. And Rebecca on YouTube says, so excited to use the glitter markers. Always fun to play and create cards with some sparkle. There's a lot of love for these and a load of them have already gone out the door today. Loads of you are grabbing them. 25% of the back in stock has gone. So if you're umming and ahhing and thinking, shall I, shan't I say go for it today, because like we said, do you know what, even if you're just buying these to add a bit of sparkle to your sentiments for your cards or for writing on gift tags for presents, I just think these are absolutely brilliant. And now, actually, if you were like Monica and thinking, oh, well, you know, I was just using them to kind of colour with as you would do a standard marker or a standard pen, you've seen already in the first hour some amazing ways to be able to use them, which makes these not only more versatile, but actually will make your pens go even further for you as well, because you're not using as much of the ink with the techniques that we've seen already with Craig. So I think that's phenomenal. You're getting 18 pens in total here, and you're getting the 3 different sets. So you've got your neon lights, and as I just give it a bit of a wiggle there, you can begin to see a little bit of the sparkle that you're able to achieve with these. If you think it looks good on your TV screen, by the way, wait till you see them in person, wait till you get them home. So your neon lights, there's all these gorgeous colours here, your neon yellow, your violet, blue, pink, orange and green. Then you've got the gorgeous vibrant florals. That was where that yellow is from in the last demo, the yellow cosmos. You've also got supernova, fiery red, ultraviolet, your electric pink and then your golden glow. And then from the cool elements, it was, which one did Craig? It was one of those you used in that selection. I think it was the cool blue. But anyway, you've got the frozen lake, the midnight frost, cool blue, your jade aqua, your carbon, and your moonlit silver. So 18 of those markers. The versatility, I think you're already beginning to see. And you've got them today saving 10%. If you're a platinum member, another 20% comes off that there. So that's $25.60 or $38.40, and of course triple points with it being our Easter weekend. It's not just triple points on this show, it's on all of the shows and right across the website for you as well. Now, if you like the idea of being able to copy Craig's last demo, these floral words you will want to add into your basket. And I really like these. Again, you've got something here which is going to give you so much scope for colouring. And again, if you've got more of your Spectrum Noir products, any of your, you know, your tricolours, any of your colour blends, anything like that, of course, you'll be using these with these stamps. But actually, how nice to add a bit of sparkle as well. How great will that be with these? I love the fact that you've got different florals for each of the different words as well. So you've got mum, then you've got congrats. These are big size as well. And what I love with some of these too, quite nice for some little home decor pieces potentially. There's enjoy. Look at the price on these though, by the way. I've just seen the price. $17.96 or $25.16. Then you've got sorry. Hopefully you won't be having to use that one too often. Then you've got sister. Then hello. So that's the one that Craig was using just a few moments ago there in that last demo. Thank you, or thanks, doesn't say thank you at all, Ben, just says thanks. And then friend, I think that is all of them. But how great of a deal is that? All 8 of those you're gonna get, saving 55%, and that's even before your platinum comes down to £14.37 or $20.13. That's got to be the deal of the show, isn't it? That's unbelievable. Triple points as well. Hey, if you've missed out on these previously, or if you thought, oh, I'm not going to get them because I can't stretch to the £40 or $55, today is the day to jump in and buy them. Now, next up, this is one of those deals that I can't quite believe. I've not seen these before. I haven't seen these before, but if you are after ultimate versatility, well, hang on a minute. £1 or $1.30. What's that? Stamped BLN, B to L, N to Z, and hashtag. So that's what we've got. We haven't got A. Oh, okay. So these are £1 each, right? Or $1.30. So that's 80. Yeah, that's 80p, isn't it? Or $1.04. So you can have B to L. And again, how gorgeous are these? So in the same sort of vein that you've got these gorgeous letters then surrounded by all of these lovely florals. So £1, £1, well, you get the gist, £1 through to L. We haven't got M. And then N through to Z. And then you've got your ampersand and your hashtag. That's ridiculous. I mean, that is ridiculous. So we haven't got A or M. So it's annoying if you're called Amy. But other than that, that's a heck of a... I would encourage you to buy as many of those as you possibly can, because that is a steal of a deal. And again, gives you so much to get crafting with for personalisation, for cards, for personalisation, for home decor projects as well. I love that. Saving over 65%. That's phenomenal, and triple points on those two. So all of the letters, aside from your A and your M, grab as many of those as you can. I think that's a phenomenal. I've never seen those before. I love them. I think they're great.
They're fun. They're really fun, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that last deal was a deal of the show, but maybe that's now the deal of the show. Fill up your carts, fill up your baskets, get triple points. Do not miss out. Right, we are back over to Craig for another demo as we have a look at, I wonder which letter he will be using. Will it be C?
Maybe.
Maybe. It is C. There you go. I knew it. C.
Yeah, it was a big telltale sign on your screen, wasn't there?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, right.
I didn't see it. Oh, C for Charlotte, is it?
Yeah.
C for Queen Charlotte. You need QC.
Need a Q as well.
Yeah, QC.
QC.
Yeah, Queen Charlotte.
So what I would do is watercolour card is stamp that one out using, I've used Noir Black this time, waterproof ink pad. So because we've stamped a few of the last images, so we won't do this one again. So stamp it out, and then what I've done afterwards is I've come around with one of our other nesting dies, our stitched edge nesting dies, and then we can then start to do a little bit of colouring. Now, do you know what I was hoping to find? I was having a look, but I couldn't find it, Ben. Usually we'll have a little tub of glycerin just kicking about.
Yeah.
So I was having a look, I was trying to get Jake's attention, he couldn't find them. So
do you want me to go and give him a shout?
If you can find it, yeah, because I would really like to show that technique. However, what I can do first of all, let's go in with the solid colour. So let's go in with, let's have a look, let's go in with neon blue to start with, and then we'll start to colour in the centre part of the C. So actually, no, we'll do the neon blue for the outer, let's go for cool blue for the main C. So this is where what we're going to do is we're going to go direct colour in. So it's already primed, but I just need to give this one just a little bit of a shake because I've already primed it. So what we can then do is we can go direct over the top. So we're going to colour in the full letter. Now this is probably where the best way to explain the difference between these and your sparkle pens. With the sparkle pens you'll get a much quicker coverage. However, doesn't mean that you can't colour in with them on a fuller platform like I'm doing now.
He's on the case.
He's on the case. Excellent.
Track it down.
Excellent. So what I'm doing is we can then just carry on working our way around. And then what we're going to do is in a moment, once we get the solution, we're actually going to then turn our glitter markers with the glycerin solution into a form of our water reactive inks. So we can start to blend with them using our foam pads, or like our blending foam pads.
Okay.
So it's another way in which you can start to use them. So what I'm doing is I'm going to just go over these lines again, just to get rid of those harsher lines. And then, as I said at the start, every now and again, you'll just need to go back and give it a couple of presses again, because once you've started to use the kind of like the initial ink that's in the chamber to start with, you will just need to reactivate down the nozzle.
Yes.
So we can go in.
I kind of wish I'd stamped off a B now, and I could have been colouring along with you, but...
Oh, I never thought of that.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Maybe for another day.
Maybe for another day.
Oh, has he got it? He's got it.
Wonderful.
That's not the little pot, is it? Look at the size of that bad boy.
Thank you so much, Jakey boy.
Cheers, Jake. Good man. He was having his dinner as well, bless him. I interrupted his dinner.
Oh, was he? Oh,
yeah,
thank you,
right
Jake.
in the middle of his dinner. So thank you for that.
So here we are. So we've gone in direct in with a full on colour. So what I'm then going to do is, let's bring in, I think I've got a spare, have I got a spare syringe? I know where I do have one, with my Tiffany trolley of tricks.
Oh, the trolley of tricks.
Yes, it's still got the lead on, Johnny.
It's still got the what?
My
You've got a lead on your trolley?
My tri-blend bag, I don't use the shoulder case handle thing. So
Right.
what I've done is I've popped it on, and then I can pull my Tiffany.
You don't take it for walks, do you?
I go, Wookiees, come on in.
Oh, you're in trouble now, because you know what you've done? You've said the W word, and there'll be people watching with their dogs, and now all of a sudden...
Wookiees!
Don't say it again!
It's,
now,
just
all
as,
of a
it's
sudden-
just as bad when someone goes, Alexa,
Oh, no. Oh,
Alexa,
no.
play
Yes.
Spice Girls. See how many people's Alexas across the world is playing Spice Girls.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Right.
We'll get complaints in the comments in a minute, I can guarantee it.
I know,
like, it's like whenever I whistle, I get in trouble for that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, if I go... Gosh, no. If I go... I can't do it because I'm... There you go. Then everyone will be like, oh, you started my dog off now. So,
Okay.
yeah, you wait now. The comments will come through.
Oh, they will do.
Yeah.
They absolutely will.
He started it, miss. He started it. He said the W word.
Said the W word. So let's go in with our Jade Aqua.
Okay.
Neon Blue.
If you haven't got glycerin then and you want to do what you're doing now, is there anything else that we can use other than it?
Is it to really get that ability to blend it out, you need a solution that's going to give you that ability.
Right.
And this is where the glycerin comes in. So what I'm going to do is, let's take that little bit off just now. What I'm going to do, once again, I'm going to just get some of the ink onto my glass mat. So let's do one. So I've got some into my little syringe here. And then what we can then do is we can then start to pick it up. And then what this does is turns into...
Robin's Alexa's playing Spice Girls. And Lisa's.
Excellent.
And Lisa's.
Fab.
Just thank your lucky stars my daughter wasn't in the studio at this point, because at the minute, that's not what she's asking our Alexa to do, I can tell you that much. She's doing that thing, Johnny, you know, that kids of that age do. They say, Alexa, do a... And she does all different types of them. And it provides hours of entertainment for children of a certain age. And you know what I'm talking about as well.
I don't actually know what you're talking about.
You do, don't you? Do when you get home. You have to. You guys know what I'm talking about. You say, Alexa, do a.
Oh, a pumpy noise.
Yeah, do a pumpity pump.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Really?
and then she'll do one. I don't. This is lowering the tone. I apologise for this, but she'll do one, and if that's not enough, she'll then say to you, I do more of these. Would you like a would you like a silent but deadly? She does. Or would you like a squishy? And then of course the kids are like, oh. And then they're just on it for hours. And I'm a terrible father for the fact that I don't tell them to stop.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And then Mrs. M comes home. What are you doing?
Absolutely brilliant.
Why are the kids messing about again with Alexa? Oh dear. But anyway, there's
that's my Friday night sorted.
hours of entertainment, honestly.
Yeah, once I've watched Gogglebox, sit there with my Alexa.
Oh dear. Yeah, Robin has just said, thank you, Craig. Alexa is now playing the Spice Girls. Lots of love for these stamps, by the way, that Craig's just using. Sarah saying, love these alphabet stamps. I've got some of these, says Karen. What a great price. And Monica saying, I love my set of these alphabets, and I have all of them. Fun to colour. The deal is off the charts for the alphabet stamps, says Nefertiti. You absolutely need to grab these. Remember, we've got all of the letters available, aside from A and M. But when you can pick them up for £1 a piece, they really are worth going for. And as I say, nice for bits of home decor as well, aren't they?
Exactly. That's exactly it. Now, what I would have done, and I've purposely not done it on this one because we're going to use it later, but I would have come in first of all with my Pebeo drawing gum.
Oh yeah?
I would have masked off the C, and that would have given me an easier scope to do my blending on top, because I was trying to do it without going onto the C. But you can do it that way if you want. But yeah, you can start to do layer upon layer if you wanted to. You don't just have to go direct onto a small bit. As I say, using your Pebeo drawing gum, that's it.
Oh yes.
Using your Pebeo drawing gum, you can then start to create bigger focal frames, home decor frames if you want to. So there's so many different things that you can do and create. Let's just do a tiny little bit of, there's quite a few roses, so let's just do a couple more just quickly. And then what we can do is, if we do this one, still have one at the side to me to do the L, but what we'll do is we'll just do the C, and then we'll start to assemble it, and I'll show you the one that I've done already.
Are you just CL?
CL.
Have you got a middle one?
I've got a middle name.
What's the initial? Oh, I do know this. Is it D?
What, Charlotte? Oh, right, I thought you said something else.
It's D, isn't it?
Yeah, D.
Yeah.
It's D.
It's Donald, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I remember.
It is
Just
indeed.
because
Donald, after my granddad.
Is that right?
It is, yeah.
It's a good, strong Scottish name.
It is, isn't
Donald?
it? Yeah. Proud to be middle name after my granddad.
Yeah. Not a name you hear very often.
It's not, is it? No, it's not. It's funny how you get names like that, isn't it? You know, back in the day they were maybe really, really popular, and then nowadays.
It's one of those names, and I don't mean, maybe I shouldn't say this. It's one of those names where you can't, like, it's a great name. It's like a grown-up name, but you can't imagine like a baby Donald.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, if I had a son, I wouldn't be calling it Donald. I couldn't imagine being called a baby called Donald.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at little cutie Donald, little baby Donald. Yeah, I know what you mean. And like, you know, names like, oh no, shut up, Ben, shush now. But yeah, you know what
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
But look at this. So what I'm going to do is, I've still got a bit of solution left on my blending pad. I can go in and deepen that if I wanted, all the way around the edges. So we've now turned our glitter pens into the same form of effect as if you were using your water reactive ink pads. So blending them out with your pads. If you were to go direct straight from your pad to your cardstock without using blending solution, what you'll find is you won't get that movement. So it'll kind of just all of a sudden just stop onto your card. Let's see actually if I've got, so here's a pad. It's not a clean one, but it doesn't matter. So what we can do is let's bring in, so let's,
Yeah, Donald is a name, obviously, we're just finding out, yes, on the socials there. You Americans have heard that name quite a lot, haven't you, over the last few years, obviously. Forgot about that.
So is America. But going direct from my pad onto my card without glycerin. That's as far as it's let me go. It's stopped. It's kind of like it's hit the cardstock, it's dragged into the cardstock and stopped. Won't let me come any further. But by using that blending solution, it makes it more flexible, more pliable and blendable onto your cardstock. Still use your waterproof cardstock though to do that.
Some super cool hints and tips here for you, and just to say you're loving the show. I'm glad the show's all about the sparkle pen, says Eleanor. Debbie says, I was so inspired by the colouring here today, I just had to order everything. Well, that is fantastic news, and as always, if you do order things on this show, once you get them back and you start creating with them, do send in your pictures, because we like to see what you've been up to. Sarah Kay. Sarah's busy today. Hello, Sarah, again. I got some small notepads and decorated them with these for some family members for Christmas. Love that idea. They're just the right size for doing things like that, are these alphabet letters. And Zena on Facebook saying, I have the alphabet all stamped out, 4 of each on a sheet, and colour them at night when watching TV. I save them to make up note cards for gifts for friends. They love them. It's a really super cute way of absolutely using. I love that, of using them. So if you want to go for those today, you can do. As I say, we've got all of the letters available for you. Save A and M. Well, I'll just show you again so you can quickly see all of the different designs that you're going to get. Different flowers for each of the different letters that you've got. I'll cover up the ones that you can't get, but you've got all of those aside from your A, of course. They're £1 each, or $1.30. So that's 80p or $1.04, which is just a phenomenal buy. So you've got all of those save A, all of those apart from that one there. And then as we go into the sort of end of the alphabet, you've got all of your letters there. And on top of that, you have got your ampersand and you've got your hashtag as well. Really great deal. Stock up. Maybe you bought some previously and you want to kind of, complete the alphabet. You've got the ability to do that today as well. Now, another thing which is proving really popular, which I'm not surprised to learn, of course, is the floral words. These have been flying out the door, mainly because A, they're gorgeous, but also B, the price on these today. I've not seen the price like this, I'm sure, before. 55% you're saving. They should be £40 the full collection, or $55.92. You pay just shy of £18 today, or just over $25 for the full collection. And again, they're gorgeous. Nice big size stamps. Nice as focal points for your cards. Nice as sort of home decor pieces as well, and great to work in conjunction with your sparkle pens, because you've got lots of different areas to be colouring in there, lots of different florals to be using, and you've got all of the colours that you'll need to be able to create some really gorgeous images. Lots of lovely words to be able to use as well. Things like hello, sorry, congrats. You've got mum in there. Again, that would be perfect, wouldn't it, with Mother's Day, I suppose, fast approaching in the US. Thanks, you've got there too. Love that one with the roses. Friend, absolutely gorgeous. And then we're back to mum there too. So 8 of those in total for that price today, and it is triple points as well, so plenty of reasons to shop. Triple points right across the weekend up until end of play on Monday. We've got another 40 minutes or so with more demos to show you. Any more questions you want to ask, or maybe you've already got the sparkle pens and you want to tell us why you absolutely love them, get in touch with us on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll read out those comments and questions over the course of the next 40 minutes, where we'll also be crowning the demo of the show, the demo of the day, and one of you will get the chance to enter the Egg of Chance. All of that coming up, but right now it's time for you to check out your baskets. You're not going to miss anything over the course of the next 90 seconds, so do that now, and we'll be right back with some more demos in just a tick.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
There you go. We have 40 minutes remaining. Craig's final 40 minutes before he heads off for a nice Easter break. Of course, you can stick with us here on Crafters TV right across Easter. It's me and Debbie Robinson all day tomorrow and all day Sunday as well. No doubt, lots of fun and frolics. And of course, on Sunday, Softer Side of Life with our Bernie too. I'm looking forward to tomorrow particularly because we've got Play Your Crafts Right again, where we'll be playing another game. I think it's oh no, it's changed. It's not Name That Scribble, it's Crafty Conundrum is the game tomorrow. It is Crafty Conundrum, and I've already, no word of a lie, for tomorrow, Debbie Robinson was texting me, going things like, "You're going down." I'm in an ultra competitive mood. I'm going to beat you. So we'll have to find out tomorrow who's going to win. We've only won once, apparently, the presenters. Every other round, the guys that side have won. So hopefully, I lost last week to Jan. That was the only time that I've been on Play Your Crafts Right. Can you believe that? It was what was it called? The Crafters Chronicles, where we had to watch a story that Joe was reading that had just, I mean, the ridiculous amounts of detail in it. And of course, I was up against the teacher, wasn't I? I mean, who was going to win that? This guy or the teacher? I think I did well to hang on to her coattails, but she pipped me at the post. But tomorrow, me versus Debbie, ooh, place your bets, it's going to be interesting. Lots to look forward to on tomorrow's shows, but we are not finished here. And I tell you what, if you haven't yet got these in your basket, get them in there, because this is a heck of a deal. They're back in stock since, well, they went out of stock in December, didn't they? We've not had these back since then. Your first chance to get these in your basket. So maybe you were somebody who was eyeing these up for Christmas time and you didn't manage to get them last time out. Get them into your basket today. They are £32 or $48, and you're getting the full collection of 18 markers that you're seeing on screen there. So all of those for that price. And the great thing is, as we've seen, you know, if you just want to use these as your standard marker pens, you can, and get all of that glittery goodness. But already, we've seen so many different techniques and ways to be able to use these, as Craig has been showing us. It's been a great show, some brilliant demos, and hopefully now, if you've already got these, you're now seeing different ways that you could be able to use them. But if you're buying these today, you're getting these in your basket and checking out, knowing exactly what you're going to be doing and all of the different techniques you can be trying out when you get them home. So you're going to get your neon lights, your vibrant florals, and your cool elements. 6 different colours within each. The neon is yellow, violet, blue, pink, orange and green. Your vibrant florals is that yellow cosmos, the supernova, which is gorgeous. Look at that fiery red as well next to it. Ultraviolet, electric pink, and your golden glow. And then those cool elements down the bottom, the frozen lake, the midnight frost, cool blue, jade aqua, carbon, and that moonlit silver. 10% saving, even though they are just back in stock. £32, $48, and of course triple points right across this weekend as well. Right, let us get on, because we've got plenty of business to attend to over the next 35 minutes to another demo. What are we going to be looking at next, Craig?
Rightio, we're going to go over to the stamp set, the Once Upon a Time set here. So you'll see the one that I'm using here. Already got it laid up onto my stamping platform. So we're going for the one with the fairy in front of the tree trunk. So I've already got it lined up. And what we're also going to do as well, we're going to add or use some of our Pebeo drawn gum. So we'll do a little bit of masking. So let's stamp this one out. So we're going to cover it. I'm using waterproof Noir Black for this one, Ben. And this time, not only we're doing a bit of masking, but we're going to be mixing some colours together. We're even going to mix a few so that you'll end up with a colour that's not actually within the set, just a little bit of mixology. So we can stamp that in, making sure we get a good impression. And bring it in again. I'm going to bring my other one. I think maybe my ink pad's going a bit dry. Let's keep going and keep going and keep going. So let's go back in, popping it in, and this is the incredible thing about this larger stamping platform.
We've still got it in stock. I think we have, haven't we?
I believe we do, yeah, I believe we do. So you can use this stamp on the 6x6 platform, no problem whatsoever. The only thing you need to watch for is, of course, if you went to get a crisp, clean impression, to try and get it bang on in the exact same place is going to be very, very hard. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the one that I've got, because I think you can see that. I think mine's is just about running low. So let's bring in this one here that we've got. So what we can then do is, if we bring in our brush and our drawn gum.
Oh, okay.
So we can then, well, first of all, I'll tell you what we're going to do is let's trim it down slightly. So So I'm going to come in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it along the top, and then also pretty much along the base. I'm going to trim it just that little bit more so that it's an even 4 3/4. So let's do 1/2 inch off of there, 1/2 inch off of there. So we've kind of, let's just do a tiny little bit more, make it even-ish. Let's go here. So now what I'm going to do, going in with our brush and also our drawing gum.
So the drawing gum, again, for people seeing this for the first time, this is like a masking fluid, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So originally when it comes to masking in the craft industry, you would find, and you still get them, because I do still use them as well, your masking sheets, and they are temporary adhesive. It's kind of like tissue paper. And what happened, I'm actually colouring on the wrong bit. What will happen is, because it's such a light tack paper, what you can then do is cover your image with the masking sheet, and then you can stamp over it. The best way to explain it is exactly what we'll show you just shortly, but it lets you get dimension, because what we can do, for instance, here, is I'm going to come along and we're going to do some inky backgrounds at the side, but this masking gum, what this does is this protects this full area, but it also enables you, once our colours dry down the sides, we can then rub this drawing gum off and it does no damage to your image underneath. So we're wanting to make sure that we get a really good coating, and then we're going to coat the whole lot. It's called drawing gum because it's a gum consistency. When it dries, it doesn't take long to dry, maybe half an hour or so, maybe not quite that, depends on the size of your image and how much you've used. And it's like a plastic that ends up peeling off.
Well, kind of like when you sort of glue dries a little bit, is it like that, or
a little
thicker?
bit along the same lines, a little bit more brittle.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like? See, once you start to peel it, I've got one that's dry, so we'll show you. Once you start to peel it, if you let go, it's like an elastic band.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you get that consistency. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat the full lot. So I'm wanting to do this just so that you can see how I'm doing it. And you don't need to be neat or precise. You want to make sure that you've got your full image, and it's still a water-based product, so that's why I'm using my waterproof ink pad. If you were to use your alcohol-proof ink pad, you'll just bleed all of that ink out. So what we can do is make sure we're nicely coated. We're all over. And then you can leave that to dry, and it will stay blue. It is more of a blue in real life. So I can set that one to the side. I'm going to I'm just going to wrap my brush around baby wipe just until I can go and wash it out. Let's move that, and I tell you what, let's take that bit, clean that one up, kill 2 birds with 1 stone with the one wipe. So if I bring this one in now, so you'll be able to see we've got that glisten on it, so that is it nice and dried. So let's go in with we're going to go in with our vibrant florals here, and we're going to mix a few of these ones up. So I'm going to go back into my glass mat with our Supernova, Fiery Red, and then also our Yellow Cosmos. So let's get that colour down. And then using a paintbrush and water, or I'm using my water brush here, I'm going to mix them together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to create a wash. And we're going to go over all the way down.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you can see how it's bubbling?
Yeah.
It's bubbling away on my drawing gum.
Yeah.
That's because it's resisting it. So we can go back in, and we're going to go in a bit deeper at the sides.
A lot of love for this gum, actually. Apparently they're saying the masking sheets can be expensive. I like the masking gum better.
It can be. Yeah, it can be expensive.
And Aisha is saying, so can you or can't you use that drawing gum with alcohol-based inks?
So I've never tried it. So my only concern by doing that is because it's an alcohol-proof ink, you go over it, which is water-based.
Yeah.
It's going to pull the ink up. I am thinking, just off the top of my head, what you would maybe need to do is a bit of heat embossing.
Oh, okay.
So if you do heat embossing to protect it, then come along with your alcohol-proof inks or Classics tri-blends. So it's really getting to the end of the day now. My mind's gone frazzled.
We were just discussing that whilst you guys were watching that video a minute ago. Since over the last 20 minutes or so, we've all hit that sort of that Friday wall.
Yeah.
In need of some chocolate, I think.
I think as well as, I think during the week, because I've popped in to do additional shows here that help out Sarah or that,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of, whew.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I was up and back as well on
You were,
Tuesday.
weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. 4 hours up, 2 hour show, 4 hours back down again. So it's yeah, it's been a funny old one. And in fact, I think, you know, bank holiday weekend as well. And we're here at the coalface, bringing you all the demos and all the fun. But you've got a couple of days off. So what's the plan for your Easter? Are you big into your chocolate and stuff, or what are you having?
I'm not an overly big fan. I do have some white chocolate at home that I'll delve into, but do you know what? I'm going to do that. I don't really do a lot. I'm one of those that can't sit on my bum. I always have to be doing something.
Yeah.
But I am actually just going to try and chill out this weekend. Obviously, with everything still going on, I'm not going home.
No.
But I will be going home at the end of this month.
Oh, yeah?
I have, I think it's about 7 or 8 days off. So most of them, I'm going to be going home to Scotland. So I'll see my family and friends. And then when I come back, my mum's actually coming back with me for a few days. So that'll be nice.
Oh, amazing.
But yeah, it will be nice just to chill out over the next couple of days at home, see what's on TV,
Yeah.
and relax. And
I usually like to put a James Bond movie on over.
well, it's Easter. There's probably got to be one on.
There's got to be one on somewhere.
Got to be
hasn't there?
one on. Yeah, I would have thought so anyway.
Yeah.
Would have thought so.
Hopefully a Roger Moore Bond, because as we know, he was the best. I'm just kind of glad. I'm glad. I miss the family a little bit, I think, this Easter, because I'm obviously here. But I think I'm glad in a way that I am here because I tend to eat a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
You know, and the problem is we tend to buy the kids far too much, and then you end up sort of helping them out with the chocolate. And you know, I can eat a whole. Does anyone else do that? Just eat, it's like a whole Easter egg in one sitting. And you kid yourself to think, well, you know, if you melt the chocolate down in an Easter egg, it would probably only equate to, you know, a bar of chocolates. So then I end up eating a couple, and it's not good for the old.
It's one of those things as well, Ben, is we've not, over the years, we've not really, you know, celebrated Easter in the fact of, you know, I've worked in food retail for many years before here, so I've always just worked it. So that's why when we were on about Wake Up Call this morning on Monday, I was like, no, I'm more than happy to still do it, just be another working day for myself. And then it gives others on the team that maybe wanted it off.
Yeah.
I was happy to do it. So it's nice to have been part of the Easter weekend today and then Easter Monday, but at least I've got a couple of days off in between as well.
Yeah, absolutely right. We're going to do an Easter egg hunt with the kids on Bank Holiday Monday when I get back home. So
that'd be good, yeah.
I'll catch up with the Easter egg eating then, no doubt, if there's any left. They'll probably have stuffed their faces.
Yeah, be fun. But here we are. So what I've done is I've gone over with a wash with the 3 colours, and then I've diluted down slightly the carbon, which is from the Cool Elements, and I've gone down the side just so that we can kind of like highlight the edge. And then what we're going to do is we're going to dry this side as well, and as like anything, try and make sure that it's fully dry before you go and take the gum off. But we're just going to go in just now as it is.
How do you get it off then? You just literally...
So this is the fun bit as well. It's real fun. So what I'm going to do is onto the drawn gum, I'm going to dab any ink off. Because it's a non-porous surface, any of the ink will still be sitting on there. So I'm going to just dab any of the excess ink that's off. So now what we can then do is we can come along with our finger, and then I'm going to start in one area.
This looks like it's
so
going to be satisfying.
So I'm going to hold it down.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to roll.
Oh, yeah.
And then, see what I mean about the elastic band?
Oh, yeah, it snaps back.
So it's kind of like the consistency that it is.
Yeah.
So then you can just peel it off.
Oh, that's really satisfying. I want you to paint some more things up with that gum so I can watch you peel it off.
Just peel it off.
Oh, yes. Do it again. I love stuff like this. Oh, that's really satisfying to watch.
Yeah, you like that.
I really like it. Do it again. Does no one else? Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. I really love that. Is that just me, or is that really satisfying for everybody else to see? Just me. It's gone quiet in my ear. Yeah.
I can see where you're coming from.
Oh, look at it. I want to have a go. I was the sort of kid that used to, paint my hands with glue and then peel it off. And also, no, I won't say that. This is disgusting. Well, you know when people sometimes like get a bit sunburnt and their skin starts to peel.
Oh, you're one of them as well.
I love to peel. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
One of them.
Yeah. I'm right in there. Right in there.
But can you see what's happened is the drawn gum has protected all the way down the edge. So you've got that nice, crisp, clean edge. You've got that blending where the colour's gone out. So what we can do is then we can work our way along again.
Yeah.
And just either pull in or push in, or just going all the way round.
Oh, look at that one. That's a big one. I like the other thing I like to do. It's like, you know, when you get bubble wrap, you get to pop the.
Oh, the pot. Like yeah, I like that.
I love all that kind of stuff. Oh, I tell you what, Craig, as an Easter treat, can you give me loads of bits of card painted with the drawing gum, and I'll go home.
You can take that once it's dried. Once it's feel it. It's not that far off it.
As an Easter treat.
That's going to be you.
What did you do Friday night? I had a great time peeling drawing gum off a stamp. Wow.
Oh gosh, brilliant. And then I've got one already fully coloured, but what I do want to show you is if I take the Supernova, so let's go for Supernova, Yellow Cosmos, let's go for, I did have Jade Aqua. So if I bring these three in, so once again we're going to pump it up, get the colour out. We're going to do the same with the yellow.
Rita's on my wavelength. That's like when the glue dries on your hands or fingers, says Rita. So satisfying to peel it off. It really is.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. So I've got these three colours now. So Supernova, Cosmos Yellow and Jade Aqua. And then what we're going to do is if we start to thingy them in together. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to add a little bit more aqua, but don't ever pop it into the liquid. Do it to the side, because the last thing you want is excess liquid soaking up into the nozzle. So I'm going to come in here, mix it up. Let's maybe actually mix another bit of orange. So if I mix this in here, I tell you what, let's even do a little bit more. Going to add a fair bit of orange here. And then what we're wanting is we're wanting to start to get a brown colour. So even though we've got all these incredible colours, just bringing in your mixology and start to create all your own ones as well. And you're not losing that sparkle. You're still getting that sparkle coming through no matter what colours you've gone for. So let's just go with this one just now. And then what we can then do is we can start to go in and we can start to watercolour using the brown that we've already done or created ourselves. So we can go in. So this is then our tree trunk. So let's go in all the way down. So we're just colouring up to where that line was of the Pebeo drawn gum. And then what I would then also do as well is I would come in, still let this dry just for a moment or two, just like I explained earlier on. But then I would go in and any of these little accent lines, we would start to add that little bit depth, more of colour. So this is where we're getting the actual tree trunk. We're getting all these parts just shown through with the dark of the brown. So let's just do a tiny little bit more. Don't have time to finish colouring all this, so we'll do this one and I'll show you the one I've got done at the side. And actually, the one I've got done at the side, I've actually got it already finished on the card, so that's even better. Let's bring it in. So you carry on colouring. Create your own if you want. Maybe go in with your jade colour for your leaves. Go in and mix up your own for the fairy if you want. But you can keep on going. keep on going and start to colour all the way along and then see the difference. So I've kept it subtle, but if you really lay down the colour, look at that.
Wow.
So
That's
that
phenomenal.
is the same colours as to what I used beforehand.
Yes.
But look, by going in and really laying down that red really heavily, and this one down the side, this is really going in with a lot of depth with the carbon, and you can see the difference here. And that is those colours that I used. So that was your, what did I use? The Supernova,
yeah,
which is that one, the Jade Aqua, and then the Yellow Cosmos. And simply by having a play with the colour, doing what I've done a moment ago, but adding a bit, then watering it down if you need to add a little bit more, you can then get your brown tones that you can see here. So although you're getting 18 colours, there's nothing stopping you going far and beyond all those different shades that you can get.
That really is amazing, isn't it? And again, gives you a bit of an idea of the kind of things that you can create. Lots of love for the technique with the masking gun, by the way. Susan Rudin on Facebook is saying that peeling of the drawing gum looks very satisfying. Susan, I'm so glad you agree. Doesn't it look satisfying? Next time I'll have a go at that. And Denise Stiles on YouTube just saying this is a great idea using the masking glue, especially since I'm a little shaky with my hands. That masking glue is on the show, so if you do want to pop that into your basket, make sure you do. And of course, triple points on everything that you buy over the course of the rest of this show and right across the weekend as well. Now, we've got just under 20 minutes to go, so we thought we would get in fairly swiftly the vote, because it's changed slightly over the last few days in that we are going to have a demo of the show, and then at the end of this show we're then going to vote for your demo of the day. So Sarah's Dragonfly card from earlier on won the previous show. What's your favourite demo from this show, though? It's time to get voting. Craig has got his lineup the other side of the studio, so let's just remind you as to all of the cards that Craig has made so far. Take us through what you've been colouring, mister.
So we started with number 1 that we can see right here with the Lee Holland stamps. Then we've gone in with the floral sentiment stamps here, creating a bit of a background wash. Then this was actually one that I'd had finished. So we've done the C, and then what we've done is I forgot to show you as well, but just handwriting as well. So layering up your alphabets if you want to onto a card. This is the finished one that we've done a moment ago, and this is, all going well, at least one that we will get started in a moment or two, and that will be all the demos. So one, so I forgot to read them out while I was going, didn't I?
That's all right. So 1 is the Lee Holland, isn't it? 1, yep. 2, hello. 3, Craig. 4, Fairy Door. 5, Mushroom. Excellent.
There's not mushroom for these.
You're such a fun guy, Craig. Fun guy.
It's excellent working here with you guys.
That's an egg joke with you.
Yeah, I know, but still, I couldn't think of any mushroom ones.
No, I can't either. Right, get voting on those. What time are we calling for the vote on that one then, Johnny? What should we... Let's go for 10-2, shall we? So 7 minutes to get your votes in on your demo of the show, and then we'll put that up against Sarah's card from earlier on to vote for the demo of the day. So you've got until 10-2 to get your votes in on that one. Right. Yes, let us have a quick look at the set which brings you that Once Upon a Time stamp that you just saw, that last demo from. This is called the Glitter Marker Stamp Collection, simply for the fact we think these stamps lend themselves very nicely to go into your basket with your glitter markers, simply for the fact these are kind of like otherworldly, they're quite fairy tale-esque, and obviously glitter lends itself very nicely to that kind of design and that kind of image. So that's what you've got within this collection. This one here is your Once Upon a Time, which is the one that you just saw literally a second ago there with Craig. That beautiful image, and you've seen nice big stamped image that you can get all of your beautiful sparkle markers into, and you've got those 2 lovely sentiments to go with it. Then we've got this unicorn, Believe in Magic. We had this available individually on a wake-up call or craft vault last week, and it flew out the door. Get it again today in this collection. Just stunning, and think about how great some of the colours are going to look, particularly from that Cool Elements collection, if you want to recreate the colour in the unicorn's tail there. Lovely, lovely sentiments to go with that too. Then you've got the Make-A-Wish, so this is the one we're going to be seeing just a little bit of with Craig in just a few moments' time. This is a little fairy dust. Again, love that. Think about how much fun you can have colouring in those wings. Adding the sparkle to that stamp is going to be phenomenal. Then here again, I mean, how great is the sparkle going to look on this mermaid, on the mermaid's tail, using it in the bubbles that you've got there as well. It will be great. And then you've got the 3 different sentiments to go with that one. And then we've got the little pixie. You are amazing. Again, a selection of sentiments to go with that. But nice big images, that's the point. Nice big stamps for you to get going with. And a great deal on that today, saving almost £16 or $20, $31.96 or $39.80. Works out, you buy 4, you get 2 free. I say you buy 4,
you get 2 free.
And you get triple points right across this show and right across the weekend as well. Those glitter markers then, let's just quickly remind you of these flying out the door. As we expected, a third of the stock has now gone. Loads of people taking advantage of them. I think the great thing about this show in particular is that if you were sort of looking at these, like a few of you said, oh, I've just got these, I've just been using these kind of like as a standard marker, as you would do, because they're, you know, they're a marker after all. You've now seen with the demos that Craig has shown you, you can do so much more with them, and they're so versatile. And actually, with a lot of the techniques that Craig's been showing you, it kind of helps you to make your pens go even further. You're getting 3 different collections, 6 pens within each, neon lights, vibrant florals, and those cool elements as well, bringing you all of those great colours that you can see on the board right there. It's a 10% saving off the usual price, £32 or $48, but of course you then got 20% platinum on that if you are a platinum member, $25.60 or $38.40, and triple points too. So worth popping into your basket. Right, you've got about 3.5 minutes left to get your votes in on the demo of the show. Whilst you're doing that, Craig is going to try and squeeze in one more demo, if we've got mushroom left to do that.
We do. We've got a little bit of time, and that's exactly the one we're going to use. So let's use Make-A-Wish. So what we can do is we've done quite a lot of stamping. I've already stamped it out. Watercolour card, Noir black ink, waterproof, and I've used one of my it was our small scalloped nesting dies. So let's start, let's just do a bit of plain direct colouring. So let's go in with the fiery red within this one here. So what we can do is I'm going to go in first and foremost with the red one. And it's, do you know something, Ben? It's been such a joy to be able to come here and do the glitter markers that haven't been seen for a while.
Yeah.
But just show all the different ways. I've had a blast the last couple of days in between shows, prepping all these different things, all these different bits and ways. And in some ways as well, just reminding myself how versatile pens can be, whether it's our actual sparkle pens or whether it's our glitter pens. So many things you can do with them.
Yeah, and I think it's quite nice because you yourself would admit that, and I think a lot of people who see you craft and watch your Facebook lives, sort of paper craft is your kind of go-to sort of craft, and as much as you do enjoy your colouring, you know, we don't see you on this show that much on Commonly Happy, but there's lots of love coming in, and you enjoy almost like the challenge and of sort of challenging yourself actually on the shows, don't you?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, and we were talking about it just beforehand. I always get nervous before a show, but it's always like that good nerves.
Yeah.
Colour me happy. The adrenaline starts to pump that little bit more because I just want to try my best and explain things the right way, but in my way. And then sometimes, yes, it's always good to see how things should be used, but because it's not always my main area of comfort, it's good to show you my takes and different ways and different things that you can do.
Yeah.
And that's what's really nice to always read afterwards. You know, many of you at home that'll write or comments just saying how nice it is to see maybe a different way or a different take or a way that you maybe wouldn't have thought of.
But I also think for the fact that maybe because you don't do it as often as some of our other crafters, then maybe you do sort of think out of the box a little bit more and try and think of perhaps different ways to use them and do things that we wouldn't perhaps normally see with someone perhaps who was more of a colourist. So I think it kind of works both ways really, doesn't it?
It does. It really, really does. So it's nice. It's always, every day in life, it's a challenge. And obviously we always want it to be a positive challenge. And that's what it is with this one here. And certainly with our Spectrum Noir range, and our full range, but it's one that you can always see as well that even, I would like to think, I don't think we ever master anything, but I always like to think I'm as good as I'm going to get when it comes to our tri-blends and classiques. So now it's just pushing myself that little bit further. So although we come in here and we show you all these different ways, we're still learning on different things. I'm still learning as well. And this is where I see what you do at home, and it spurs me on as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, everyone is loving the fact that you're here on Colour Me Happy. The last 4 comments that I can see here: Suzette Sue's stunning Craig, Yolanda Sanchez looks amazing Craig, Sue Hints on YouTube, awesome colours in that card Craig, and Connie Peltier on Facebook. Love to see Craig's colouring. So he's great. I think that we've got you on the show, and maybe more Colour Me Happies. We should encourage you to jump in on.
Maybe, you know, I'll certainly be up for that. That's for sure.
Oh, by the way, voting has now closed on our demo of the show. Voting has now closed, so please do not vote, as your vote will not be counted, but you still might be. No, you don't get charged, do you at all? Right, we do have a winner. Do you want me to announce it now?
Yeah.
The winner is card number 4.
Ooh.
Number 4, yes.
That one, wonderful.
So, I tell you what, if I pass them over, now we need to get everybody to vote for their demo of the day. So it's your card there against Sarah's card, which you made earlier on.
Okay, doke.
So, 1 is Craig, 2 is Sarah. So 1 for Craig, 2 for Sarah, and you've got, I would say, 5 minutes to get your vote in. The winner will remain on our Walk of Fame and go through to, I was going to say tomorrow, but tomorrow's Saturday, to Sunday, when we crown our demo of the week. Those are, I mean, I'm not voting because I don't want to, influence you.
No, I know, I'm not even
both
doing
great.
any, shouting or preaching.
Both great for very different reasons.
But if I show you Sarah's one, where she die cut the dragonflies and then fussy cut them out. She's gone over with sparkle. That could be the glitter pens. You can use your glitter pens for all these bits as well. What I'll just do is do this one last bit here.
Yeah.
So I've taken the Moonlit Silver, because you get a silver one within this set. And then what I'm going to do is we'll just do this last bit here. Water brush again, and then we're going to go in all the way down the side. I'm going to take a little bit of that excess off, and then let's start to pull all the colour out. We're going to pull it out. If I want to, we can start to go in with a little bit more. We're going to get a bit more intense silver, leave it to dry just for a moment or two, but I don't have that luxury of time, so let's just dab that little bit of depth all the way down the side. So we're doing a combination of distressed backgrounds, we've done a combination of technique backgrounds, lay that colour down direct, we've blended it out, we've flushed it out, we've spritzed it out, we've done lots of different ways in which you can use the glitter pens. So we can see that's how it would look once you carry on doing the full lot, which then, what did I do with, oh here it is here, with the finished one, Z fold card, using some of the sentiments that you also get with on that stamp sheet. So if I bring this one in for you to see, and then there we go. I'm really chuffed with that one as well. I was really pleased with how that one turned out. So lots of different ways. This full 2 hours has just been fully dedicated where it comes to our glitter marker. So lots of different things. So if you have been lucky enough to get them last year before they went out of stock, if you are maybe like a couple that have thought you can only use them one way, hopefully this has now showed you that you can absolutely use them in so many different ways.
Absolutely. It's been a brilliant show and an eye-opener, I think, for a lot of people that these are so super versatile. Heading towards 40% of the stock has now gone. So if you've got these in your basket, now is the time to check out. We've just got to kind of wrap up a few bits and pieces on this show. Thank you for all of the pictures. Where's my egg? The egg of chance. So basically, all throughout this weekend, we're asking you to send in your Easter pictures. They can be cards that you made for Easter. They can be pictures of you with your family at Easter. It can be you on an Easter egg hunt with the kids. It can be you dressed up as the Easter bunny, potentially. Whatever it is, send in those pictures, and we are picking our favourite picture each and every show. And this is brilliant. The winner of this show is Renee Coghill. This is a picture of all doctors and nurses who got dressed up for the cancer patients, who absolutely loved it, and I can understand the reason why. That is fantastic, Renee. I really love that picture, and I really love the fact that your name is going to go into this egg.
Absolutely, no doubt that to win.
So there you go. I've written it down in my very best handwriting. Renee, your name is going into the egg. We've got 2 other names already in there, and there will be more to follow. So another chance to get your picture shown on the screen, and of course get into our egg. One lucky winner is going to be drawn out of the egg on Monday during Monday Makers, and that person will win either £50 or $50 to spend with us here at Crafters Companion, which is brilliant. So keep those pictures coming in. And also, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I haven't got any Easter pics, I haven't got any Easter, it gives you time to do that over the course of the Easter weekend. Right, the demo of the day. Actually says demo of the week here, but it's definitely demo of the day. Number 1 was your card. Number 2 was Sarah's card. I liked them both, but you plumped for card number 1.
Hey!
You've done it, Craig. You've done it. Beating the boss.
Don't tell Sarah. I'm glad I'm not actually going to see her until she's in Monday, is it? No, she's not in Monday.
She's in Tuesday.
She's in Tuesday. So I'm in Monday, but I won't see her. So that's fine. She's maybe calmed down by then if she's found it. Oh, thank you so much. Really chuffed for that one. But like you said as well, but you know.
yeah, chuck it away. Yeah, I really like it. Sorry, yours is lost, so I'll just knock it down.
You know,
but very different cards.
Very different card. And boy, you guys absolutely loved our new launch today as well. And how well is your new launch going to work in well with the glitter markers as well. So good, so good. Love them both.
Fantastic, love that. Thank you for all the votes. Craig, thank you so much for all of the shows today. It's been great, absolutely love spending the day with you. And you've got a couple of days off to go and chill and eat chocolate and hot cross buns, yeah?
I am, yes, I am indeed. I'm going to take a little bit of a rest, but thank you so much for keeping me company throughout this full week here and also on social media. I'll be back on Monday, Wake Up Call with Craig. So that's my only show Monday. Going into the Tuesday, we've got Hunky Dory Launch on the Tuesday, and then throughout the week we've got other shows as well. So Ben, on as well as always, thank you so much. Same to you, Johnny and Charlotte as well. Such a banter with you guys. I love it.
Hashtag Bants, yeah, it's always fun. Big thanks to the team, yeah. Johnny and Charlotte in the gallery, of course, and Jake, who you saw a sneaky, did you see a sneaky peek of him? You might have seen his hand earlier on when he was handing in the glycerin to Craig, all working hard behind the scenes. I am here with you for the rest of the weekend, well, tomorrow and Sunday. It's gonna be great. Easter weekend here. Tomorrow, I cannot wait. Play your crafts right, kicking things off with Debbie Robinson, who I've not seen for absolutely ages. So really looking forward to that. Tomorrow on the show, of course, we are going to be bringing back Crafty Conundrum, your chance to play along and win prizes, as I will be representing the presenters team, Team Facebook, against Debbie, who's representing our crafters and also representing Team YouTube. So that will be full on, full steam ahead tomorrow. And of course, also tomorrow, we have got our Craft Along, which is all about... Yes, the penny sliders. Yes, the first time I've seen those, really, really looking forward to them. It is all coming up tomorrow. So I will see you here tomorrow from midday UK time. And in fact, if you want to find out more about what is coming up tomorrow, here is a little video.
Are you ready to play your crafts right? Well, you're in luck, because tomorrow at midday here in the UK, it is time for Play Your Crafts Right. We play a fabulous game. Everyone could be a winner, but also going to be featuring the beautiful Caring Thoughts collection for you, which is awesome. Then, a little bit later, what has quickly become one of your absolute favourite shows is, of course, Craft Along. We can all craft along together in real time. And this week, it is the incredible penny sliders that we are going to be looking at. If you want to see all the bits and bobs that you need to take part, it's all up right now over on our social media. So head over there, gather all your crafty goodies together, and make sure you join Ben and Debbie at 3 p.m. in the UK or 10 a.m. Eastern Time.